Morning, everyone. My name is Charlie Shrem from Crypto IQ, and it is June 29th, and here is your week's Crypto and Coffee. It's a beautiful day here in Florida, and we have a few things to talk about. First things up is exchanges. Exchanges have started to implement a very interesting model lately. In the past, exchanges have been excluded from being involved in the pricing of a coin or token when they don't charge fees. A lot of people claim that there's a lot of wash trading in cryptocurrency, which means that it's fake volume. So when an exchange doesn't charge fees to trade, the buyer and seller can just keep trading with each other back and forth, create a bunch of fake volume because there's no harm in doing so because there are no fees charged. A lot of other major exchanges like Bitfinex, Bitstamp, Coinbase, they charge fees. You know it's real traders on the other side and it's true volume. A lot of the exchanges based in Asia don't charge any fees. What they have done in recent months is interesting and very controversial. Instead of starting to charge fees, they create their own token. Let's look at Robinhood, for example. They create their own token, and then they charge trading fees in Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then if you pay in their coin or token, you get reimbursed on the fees. So they're incentivizing people to trade on their exchanges, and they're incentivizing people to buy and sell their own token that they started, and that'll reimburse you on fees. I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing when it comes to wash trading, and it's very controversial because it's incentivizing people to buy their token, and they can create their own value to that, and then it's not really charging any fees anymore. It's similar to wash trading, and it's a very controversial thing right now going on in the industry, and we'll see how it plays out. Of course, the next topic is the markets. Same thing like last week and 2 weeks ago. We're still in that correction phase, that bear market phase that we're seeing. Same thing I'll always say, crypto is a long-term investment. The people that bought in during the previous bear market, we've been here before. We saw the price go from $1,200 to $200, a lot slower of a drip. At least this time, you're ripping the Band-Aid off. It's going a lot faster, which I'm happy about because I don't have time to wait another 2 years for a bear market like we had to do last time. It's annoying. It's scary to see your profits and how much money you have go down. But like I always say, don't invest more money than you have to lose. Don't take out any credit cards or any loans or any mortgage to buy cryptocurrency. And don't do anything stupid. Like I was saying, the people that bought during the bear market last time are the ones that made the millions, tens of millions, and hundreds of millions this year. Warren Buffett says, although he doesn't like cryptocurrency, he says, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. But the best thing about a bear market is that we can look about the technology. We can focus on the technology, and all the OG Bitcoiners and the OG crypto people love these bear markets and these downwards is because people are not talking about the price anymore, and we're building awesome technology. We have some cool stuff on our newsletter we're going to be talking about. Atomic Swaps is one, my favorite. We'll talk about that later. But Lightning Network on Bitcoin is really exciting because a lot of other projects and coins and tokens are going to implement it, like Litecoin and Monero. We see this cross-promotion where developers on Bitcoin can actually influence and help out developers of other coins like Monero and Litecoin. And we see there's no reason to be competition with each other. We can all work together. The Lightning Network is a secondary layer on top of Bitcoin that allows a lot more transactions in a decentralized way without clogging up the main Bitcoin network and increasing the block size, which makes things slower and more centralized. Lightning Network, like any good scaling solution, is taking time and testing to make sure it actually works. As we saw with Bcash and other projects that want to scale faster and not smarter, things break, things fail, people lose a lot of money, and people lose a lot of faith in that. And it becomes more centralized. Smart scaling is better than fast scaling. I've been in crypto for almost a decade now. There is no rush to do things fast. We have to do things right. We're talking about people's money here. Another thing that I want to talk about, kind of off topic, but still on topic, is the blackjack dealer. Last night I met this gentleman, and it was very heartwarming to say the least. I met this gentleman who is a baby boomer getting ready to retire, and he saw my Bitcoin ring. We're at a bar, and he came up to me and he said, so you're involved in cryptocurrency? And I know how these conversations usually go. People ask me about Bitcoin, what's the best ICO to buy? But no, actually, he was leading the conversation. And this gentleman was by no means a techie. He told me himself, he's a blackjack dealer for his whole life. His name was Abe, really nice guy. Blackjack dealer, loves math, doesn't barely uses Facebook or any social networks, but he loves cryptocurrency because he loves numbers. And he was leading the conversation. So I asked him, I said, how's your portfolio look? Tell me. He walked up to me and he said, I've been cost averaging down in NEO. I like the project a lot. I made a lot of money in gas. He said Ripple's a scam. And I said, well, welcome to the club. I know that too, but why do you think that? And I learned something new. He said that he doesn't like Ripple because when doing his research, he saw that there's too many Ripple, that very few people can actually create more Ripple Labs. And he said that a large amount of Ripple, XRP, is actually controlled by very few people. And he doesn't like that. He wants to buy tokens and coins that not only is decentralized, but the distribution is spread amongst a lot of people. He doesn't like EOS, he told me, because EOS has a lot of drama lately, and he doesn't want drama. Of course, he has Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, but he's dabbling in a lot of other ICOs and tokens that he says are fun to look into. He doesn't put a lot of money into, but he believes in crypto. I said, so what are you doing during this bear market? He says, well, I have a full-time job, so I'm not really worrying about it. But whenever I have a few extra dollars, I'm cost averaging down. Because I looked at the charts. This is what he's telling me, mind you. This is not what I'm telling him. I'm just sitting there with my jaw down. I'm like, and he's telling this to me. He says, I'm cost averaging down. And what he said was that one day I know that this is going to be worth something because crypto is going to be around in 5 or 10 years from now. And I was like, listen, can I tell you something that's totally not creepy? And he said, what? I said, you're making my heart sing right now. Like, I want to cry. And he said, why? I said, because I've been involved in this space for like almost a decade now. And what you're telling me is like, I dreamt that I can have a conversation about this with someone at a bar. Have a high caliber banter about crypto where I'm learning things. Like, this is amazing. This is like the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. And I was really excited about that. And so he's involved in crypto. This is in Florida, not even in like a major city. And it's really great to see that even in this shakeout that we're seeing from 20,000 down to whatever we're at 6,000 right now, even if 10 people got involved in cryptocurrency during the supermoon, if one person stays and 9 people leave, that's one more person that we had before this crazy cycle. So cryptocurrency is growing, people are sticking around, and that is your Crypto and Coffee for the week. I'll see you guys next week from Crypto IQ headquarters here in sunny Florida. I am Charlie Shrem. Have a great weekend and enjoy that coffee.